Hello, today we're going to learn about Google Forms. Google Forms is a quiz tool by Google which makes creating quizzes, surveys, and forms very easy. Teachers can use the simple app for conducting online assessment in the form of a quiz or a test paper. You can use this tool for free once you have created a free Gmail account. For knowing how to create your Gmail account, please visit our website teacherclass.org. At present, Google Form does not have an application on Play Store. We will need to open it in the mobile browser to create a quiz, survey, or a test. So let me take you through how to open it on a browser and start the form creation. So at first we will open a browser on a mobile phone. I have already opened the Google Chrome on my phone. The browser on your phone can be a Google Chrome, Internet, or Safari depending on the phone that you have. So in this address section, I'm just going to type in forms.google.com, and it's going to give me a list of options, of which I'm going to choose the first one, that is forms.google.com/create. Once you click that, you're going to have a blank form to work with. So let's start with giving a title to the Google form. Let's call this Science Weekly Test 2. So the title of your form is going to appear over here. In the form description, you can use instructions that you want to give your students. So one could be all questions are compulsory. Two can be read all questions carefully before answering. Your first very question after the opening section can just be name. Now there are different question types that we are going to explore in this tutorial, but for the name we are just going to start with a short answer. And you can make this field a required one. The next step is going to be to add different sections to your test. Different sections can have different question types. So let's explore the different question types that are available to us. One, as you can see, is the short answer question. Another could be a paragraph that can be used for long answers. You have a multiple choice, you have check boxes and drop down. The three commonly used for assessments, quizzes, or tests are short answers, paragraph, and multiple choice. These are the three options, question types that I'm going to be exploring in this tutorial. So let's get started. So I'm going to start by creating another section to this assessment. I'm going to create a section by clicking the icon on the bottom right corner. So here you can see I've added a section, and to this section I'm going to give the title. Now since this is my science weekly test, I'm going to select different question types for different sections. So over here I'm going to start with select whether true or false. If you have any additional descriptions or instructions for the students, please add them here. I will straight away go into the question. So the question over here, I will type out the question. So once I've typed out the question, I'm going to choose multiple choice, and there the options I can type it out. It could be true, and another option that is false. Again, if this is a mandatory question, I'm going to make it a required option, which means that the students cannot submit the form without answering this question. Let's explore another question type. So for that, we're going to create another section. We're going to click the same icon on the bottom right corner. Here, I'm going to name this fill in the blanks. And I'm going to explore another question type over here. To add a question, I'm going to hit this plus sign on the left bottom corner. I'm going to fill in my question, that is now This isn't a multiple choice question, whereas I need my students to answer in 1 or 2 words, so I'm going to select short answer. Once again, I'm going to make this a required question so that my students all know that they need to answer all the questions. Let's explore another type of question. So I'm going to add another section, and I'm going to name this section Answer the following questions in detail, and I'm going to give further instruction. Please type at least 3 points per question. Once again, I'm going to add a question, and I'm going to type the question first. State 3 features of here. I'm going to use the paragraph, a long answer text. Once again, I'm going to use the required field. Once I have my quiz ready, all I need to do is hit this button next to the center button, which is a triangle, an arrow. There are 2 ways to share this. One is via email to all your students, but another simpler way of doing it is by sharing a link with your students. So you're going to shorten the URL, and you're going to simply copy the URL, and you can send it to all your students via your WhatsApp groups or Google Classroom or any other channel that you're using with your students to communicate. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any further questions, please write to us in our comment section, and we will try our best to answer all your questions.